Hi, friends. How are you? Oops, I just made my dogs bark. Sorry, you can hear them. They're upstairs. They thought somebody was in the house because I'm saying hello to all of you. Good morning. Cheers to Bailey's and tea. Oh my goodness. They'll stop. There we go. So if you're jumping on, say hello. Let me get you going here on my other screen so I can watch comments. Tell me how everyone is this morning. How's the weather where you are? We're a little overcast this morning here in Edmonton, Alberta. There we go. But that's to be expected because we're in second winter. I don't know if you're in second winter where you are, but unexpectedly, we got another huge snowfall, and now we're dealing with the outcome of that. I need my chapstick. Good morning, Kathy. Haven't seen you in a while. It's great to see you. So yeah, so we got lots of fun things to look at today and talk about, and then we're going to do, of course, some crafting, and you're going to catch me up on all your stories because I missed you last week while I was at a stamp camp playing with the Hooray for Surprises product, so you'll see those up and coming. Good morning, Rhonda. Welcome back. Rhonda was on holidays. Everybody I know is on holidays, so I wore my lovely vacation mode please shirt, which is backwards. Sorry, you can't see it, but I'm manifesting maybe a holiday for myself, right? We can do that, can't we? So keep saying hello as you jump on, and then we will get started here very quickly. Have one more sip of tea. I just quickly ate some breakfast, so you don't have to listen to my tummy growling. All right, so let's flip you around to my table. I've got a little snack here we're going to talk about because everybody needs to know about these, and of course you won't be able to get them because I'm telling everybody about them because they're so delicious. So if you get dizzy, look away for 2 seconds while I get everything all set up here. Grab my camera mount and we will get started. All right, I'm going to flip you around, so look away. Oh, hang on. What happened there? Give me 2 seconds here to sort this out. There we go. Sorry, my phone flipped on its own. Oh, technology, people, I'm telling you. Drive us nuts. Okay, let's make sure we're in the right spot and you can see me. Yep, looks like it. Okay. My view is getting tighter and tighter and tighter. Gonna have to do some adjustments here, I think. Okay, so here's my little snack. I'm gonna put it up close so you can see it, take a screenshot of it, whatever you want to do. You can get these at Costco. They're like a lemon peanut butter cup almost, but they're like lemon cream on the inside. They are absolutely delicious and you need them in your life. So I highly recommend you rush off. Don't buy one bag, buy two, because there's, a limited amount in there and you're going to want more. Trust me. I'm just going to move my seating around so I can stand and do this. All right. Okay, so for those of you who do not know me, I am Shanna from carrottopscreativeco. You can reach me at all these places, and I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. We come together every Saturday to create, chat, and connect with each other so that we can further our paper crafting knowledge of Stampin' Up! Products. So, quickly, the Memorable Moments Paper Pumpkin Kit is coming up this month. Cutoff is on the 10th of March, and it is a beautiful set. You're getting an extra stamp set included, and then I've seen a sneak peek of next month's, and oh my goodness, you guys are gonna love it. So if you don't have a subscription to it, which it comes in a lovely little red box, sometimes it's themed. So last month's was a little bunny spring box. I'm not sure what this month's coming on. We don't get to see the boxes. The boxes are always the surprise when they come. But there's a set of dies that goes for the next 3 months. And it's it's gorgeous. The next kit is gorgeous. That light, hang on. There we go. The light is blinding me. I needed to move it. So today we're going to talk about online exclusives. So if you don't know what these are, they're products that are in our websites only. They are not in any publication that we put out, and they release them every 3 months. So if you look at the top of my page, you'll see a little calendar in the featured section. It might be 3 over because there's some other stuff up there. There's the hostess code, the Bailey's and Tea events, and then it should be the next one that'll tell you about online exclusive release dates and catalog dates. So kind of gives you a breakdown of when they're happening. So this was one that came out, the flowering, or no, it's called, what's the set called? Simply Zinnia bundle. And I couldn't decide between this one or the Latte Love suite. So we're kind of going to do a mashup of both. So you'll see I have a brochure, but you have to go to my online store to actually see the products, but they're gorgeous. And then they've been releasing them forever. So all of these products are actually on the website and you can find them. Some of the Christmas sets might not still be there actually. I haven't been in there in a while to look, but like all of this stuff. And some products that carry over from the mini catalogs and stuff like that, that's where they put that stuff as well. So if you haven't checked it out, you'll want to pop in there and have a little look about, and you will be amazed at what you find. So let's have a look at the Flowering Zinnias paper. Oh, it's gorgeous. It's bright. It's springy. Look at that fun. Oh, I love it. You can cut out, some of the dies will die cut out the flowers. You've kind of got like a double bloom there, lots of leaves. This one you can cut in half at 6x6 or 6x12, sorry. And then you can make card fronts just out of that, or it would make a beautiful border to a scrapbook page. I love this one, tone on tone. So the colors in this are Berry Burst, Blackberry Bliss, Flirty Flamingo, Highland Heather, Lemon Lime Twist, Lemon Lolly, oops, something goes this way, Melon Mambo, Mossy Meadow, Old Olive, Petal Pink, Pumpkin Pie, and Real Red. So a real good mashup of those nice bright colors that we all love, right? And then you've got some cute little sequins with it. These are called shiny sequins that come in Lemon Lime Twist, Lemon Lolly, Melon Mambo, and Pumpkin Pie. You've got this gorgeous, I've embossed it, embossing folder that has the zinnias on it, and it's good. Actually, that's not the emboss, so I've got stamping on the back. This is the deboss side, and it looks great either way. So that's the zinnia folder, and then we've got the stamp set. Isn't that gorgeous? Sending flowers and thinking of you. Words fail to express my gratitude and thank you so much. And I love these. They're great for blend coloring, watercoloring, whatever you want to do. And then you've got the die set that goes with it. So you can actually build a flower as well with this set. And it's got the little insides. It's got some leaves and some stems and all kinds of fun things that you can build. I haven't built a flower yet. I got a few cards made to show you, and then I just ran out of time. So I will make more, and then probably Wednesday you will see some other cards built with that on Wednesday's extra sharesies. All right, how come I can't see comments here? Give me 2 seconds. Oh, I'm sorry, Kathy. I've already frozen up. Oh, you know, technology, right? Replay should be clear and ready to go. If not, I will load it up to my YouTube as well, so you can watch it there. What I wanted to show you was a little technique that actually Stamping Up showed us the other day, that you can sort of highlight the flowers of the stamp and quickly just make sort of like a spotlight technique. So we do this in a couple different ways, where we actually punch it out, color it, and then put it back on, and it kind of gives a 3D pop, which is the traditional spotlight technique. But this one, they used a little die cut. So they just die cut this little circle out, big enough to cover the flower. You can also do it bigger if you want. And then all they did was just put that over the flower, grab a couple sponge daubers. So I've grabbed Daffodil Delight and Flirty Flamingo here. I know we're going to do a little technique here before we jump into our actual card for the day. So they just put a little bit of color in the middle to kind of just give them the idea of where your other color needed to go. And you can sort of tack this down with washi tape, or you can just hold it in place like I am. And then you just want to use your finger dauber and just brush on a little color. Now you can do it as dark or as light as you want, and then just put a little more color in the middle, and then you get that fun little spotlighted technique. And so then you just move your little mask, do the same thing, little yellow in the middle just to give you an idea, and then whoops, take your Flirty Flamingo. Oh, there goes my Daffodil Delight dauber onto the floor, and then you just do that with it. Isn't that pretty? And then of course you make a card out of it once you're finished, because you want to use this beautiful technique. I don't know if Rhonda, if you're still out there, is it freezing up on you too, Rhonda? I don't think it's a me issue because I'm the only one in the house at the moment, so no one else is on the internet. So that's a cute little way to sort of spotlight color into your stamp, and then you can either color in the leaves or you can leave them blank and then build a card. So I'll use these to build a card, and I'll feature that card on Wednesday in my extras as well. But I wanted to show you that quick fun technique. All right, let's jump into our card. Oh, I'll announce the winner from last week's card first. So we made this beautiful card, not last week, the week before, sorry. And our winner is Barb Davidson, which she was just here. Barb's my mother-in-law, so she was just here last week, but I didn't draw till last night, so I will get this off to her. But congratulations, Barb. So if you have been around for a while, you know the card that we make. I make a second one, obviously, to show you how to do it, and then I do a random draw and send that one to whoever the draw winner is. Rainy today in Parksville for Rhonda. Oh, Rhonda, sorry. That darn rain. Okay, so this one is mainly built from the designer series paper, which obviously when you get it, you want to use it up, right? So it's got those gorgeous flowers that you can cut out. So I've used the big bold ones and the leaves. Some of them overlap, so you're gonna, lose a few flowers, but that's okay. You can cut them in half and use them on the edges of your cards or something like that. Tuck them in behind. And then there's another sheet. Let me just grab it. There it is. It's on the back side of the purple checks. You've got another set here that you can fussy cut. Now I didn't test. I don't know exactly which. I don't know if this actually cuts out. I shouldn't have told you that it does, because it does not. So you're going to have to fussy cut. This is definitely just for the stamp. So it does not cut out of the paper. I mean, you'd probably cut off a little bit of the border, but that's up to you. So you've got all kinds of little flowers. You've got the edges you can use on your insides of your cards or your envelopes or whatever. So you've got some great choices there. So I picked up the, of course, big bold flowers out of that paper. I've sort of got my little pile here. So this sheet here, I've taken these and just cut them out. Now I've also taken and cut off the edge a little bit just to shrink them down, because they are quite large. I mean, they're gorgeous, but they're a little bit large for the card front. And then I've just taken that lovely paper that's got the zinnia in the tone on tone, and I've cut it down to 2.5 by 2.5 inch squares. So I've just got my standard basic white card layer that's 5 1/4 by 4, and we're just going to layer on our squares kind of offset. So I'm going to put one here, and then I'm going to put one down here. So they're going to overlap in the middle, but we're going to hide that with our flowers, obviously. So I've just taken that paper and I've cut out 3 flowers in different colors and then just trimmed off that extra. Like I said, on the paper, it's kind of got this sort of bold, you can see it really well on this one, this bold sort of Blackberry Bliss liner. I've just taken and fussy cut in to that edge to take that off. And then the leaves that come out from them, I've just taken those and sliced those off as well, but we are still going to use those on our card front. So we're going to use some dimensionals here, and I'm trying to use up this sheet. So let's just quickly do a trim. You saw how quickly I did that, right? Nice and random sizes. Oh. So tell me in the comments, whoever's still out there, have you seen this set yet? Do you love it? Do you love the bold prints? Or are you kind of more like, whoa, that's a bit much? I personally thought that when I first saw this set, just because bolds is not my jam. But I quickly am starting to love it. Maybe because I want spring to come. So I've just sliced a little bit into that flower to kind of give me a lip to kind of overlap these. So you can just see there that I just kind of slid that in between. And I'm just following that natural sort of line of the petal that they've created in the image to do that. And that's a great way to kind of be able to slide things together and layer them a little bit better, a little bit flatter, more cohesive to the look that you're kind of looking for. And then this one I'm just going to slide up underneath, just like that. So look how fast our card is coming together. And then we're just going to start layering in some of those leaves that I cut off. Now I didn't worry about, as you can see, the little edge there, because I'm going to tuck them in behind, so it's not even going to matter where they are. I'm just going to bring my base in here so I know I'm not sticking my leaves too far out once I layer this onto my base. So it's okay that they sort of stick out to the edge, but you obviously do not want them to go right off the edge because then it won't fit in your envelope. So we're just going to kind of tuck these in where they look nice and aesthetic. And I'm just flat laying these down with my seal, not popping them up because my flowers are popped up. So you probably will have some extra little leaves, which I do. So there we go. We've got that built. Isn't that gorgeous? Now this card also, I should mention, is, what did I do with my little sheet? This is not originally designed by me. Oh, there it is. This is a creative teacup, which is Yvonne Spijkmans van Bergen, I think is how you say her last name. She's an artisan designer, and I kind of took a play on what she did and sort of made a few changes, but not many. And I just loved the look of the card, so I wanted to create that look again. So we're just going to tie a bow with my favorite linen thread. Rhonda likes the soft subtles. Yes, you're speaking to my heart there, Rhonda. I love the soft subtles. I'm hoping that some of the new colors will be, being that, I don't know if you follow the Pantone colors, which is kind of what, not Stampin' Up! Doesn't base our in colors that are coming in off of those, but they do have a little bit of an influence. The one that I've seen so far, I haven't looked up the rest yet, is called Peach Fuzz, and it's very, very light, kind of a little tiny bit darker than I would say our last year's Pale Papaya. So I'm thinking, not that I'm speculating, because I don't know, I don't have any insider information or anything like that, that our new in colors possibly could be in the Subtles family, I'm hoping. It is very cheerful paper for sure, Rhonda. I agree. So for the sentiment, I don't know if you've seen this Thoughtful Moments hybrid embossing folder. So it comes with a die set and an embossing folder. Sorry, my brain just gapped out there for a second. And it's got all these sentiments in it. So that's where the hello came from. Now, the idea with this one is that you use the new brayer, or you may have the old style. So this is the new one, and this is our old one. This one definitely functions a lot better than this one. This one's a little bit clunky, but still gives you the same look. So if you have the old one, you can definitely use that. And the idea with this is you ink it up. So just roll your brayer through your ink pad, roll it on here, and then you get the die set, and it just layers over like all the other ones that we've had. Oops, goes this way, sorry. You layer it on there, and you would actually roll on the sort of indentation side. So you'd roll your ink on, you'd put that on, you'd slap some paper in there, you close it up, run it through, and then you are going to get this massive bunch of greetings cut out for you, embossed, and looking fun. So with this one, I think it moved a little bit and the letters looked a little messed up. So I just took my marker and I just colored in those words to make it look a little bit cleaned up and nice. So you could also do that. I mean, you could do a rainbow of letters, do these all in black, and then you have a whole bunch, or gray or whatever. And then you can kind of play around and add some different color, fill it in, whatever you want. But you've got an array of greetings here that you can use, and it's quickly cut out in a matter of seconds. And then you've got all these little extra dies that come in the set as well that you can add in to pair up with your words or whatever. So this is a really fun set. I wasn't gonna get it, and then I don't know, I've seen many cards using it, so I'm like, I need to have it. So Thoughtful Moments dies is what it's called. I'm hoping it'll carry over into the new catalog, but we don't know yet. We get to see it as demonstrators on the 18th of March. So I'll have an idea then of what's going to be happening. So I've tied my bow. I'm just going to set it there. Whoops. And then what I loved is I've forgotten about these flat adhesive back pearls. So Yvonne brought those in to this card, and she used them as the flower centers. Now, is that not the most creative thing ever? I love it. These are just gorgeous. And I don't know how I've forgotten about these, but we're going to use them today because they're gorgeous. So we'll just put 3 in the large ones into the middle, and then I'm going to use 3 of the small ones just randomly, and then we will hold off on 2 of them till we put our greeting on. And I'll choose a different one because obviously I only cut one set of the greetings because I only needed one. So you tell me what greeting we should use. There's a thank you, a thinking of you, a love you, celebrate, just because, oh happy day, you make me happy, and get well. What do you think? You tell me what greeting we should put on there, and I'll grab it out of my little pile. And while you're thinking and putting that into the comments, I'm just going to grab a stamp for my envelope because I didn't do my envelope the first time around. So we'll do that now. And I'm just going to grab the Melon Mambo to bring in that lovely color on the bottom there. So what should we make it? Rhonda says, get well soon. I think you might be the only one with me right now, Rhonda. Thank you. I know Kathy had to jump off because she was having problems with the connection. Okay, so we've taken a little Melon Mambo and we've just stamped a couple on our envelope just to decorate that up, so finish it off. So let's find our Get Well. So here's our Get Well, and that's what it'll look like when it's on there. You still like that greeting there, Rhonda? I'll take a sip of my tea while I'm happy to be here. Oh, you're so sweet. I'm glad you're back from holidays. I missed you in my lives. Although I don't think you missed many of them. Oh no, I guess you were gone for a month, so you did miss a few. 3 of them. So we'll just put some dimensionals on the back of our Get Well, and I'm putting them in the wrong spot because I have to remember that I've got some dimensionals there. So let me sort of just visualize. There, that'll work. I know a few people that are sick right now, including you, Rhonda. You've got a little bit of a cold that you came home with. So this will come in handy. So we'll just put that there. There we go. Isn't that pretty? And like I say, you could color that in if you wanted to in a different color to make it sort of complementary. You could do the Flirty Flamingo or the Petal Pink, and then that will sort of bring in some different colors. So that set, the Thoughtful Moments, definitely has some potential to it to expand upon just what it is, for sure. So I'm just going to take a glue dot and I've just rolled it up into a little ball, and I'm going to put that on the middle of my linen thread where my knot is. And I need to make sure that I'm on screen here. Can you see me? Yep. Sorry, I'm looking from above and I can't see underneath my camera mount. So I'm just going to tuck this up and under the corner of the 2 L's there. And I'm just going to trim off my tails. And then we'll add our 2 other little pearls here at the bottom. Now I've made a plan that I'm going to use up a lot of my bling because I got too much of it. So I'm really layering it on. As you can see, we've put 7 of these pearls on it. Normally, you know, most of us stick to about 3 because we want to conserve our bling because we love it, but I'm making a plan to use it up. So I'm challenging you to use it up too, because we can't hold on to it forever and it changes all the time. So we want to get the new stuff. So there we go. There's the front of our card. Isn't that gorgeous? I just love what Yvonne did with those pearls. It was brilliant. So I've just got a little cut off from one of the ends of the flower, and I'm just going to stick that on the inside. So it's a great way to use up those little bits and bobs that you might have from the paper that you wouldn't normally be able to use anywhere else. You could definitely use those like on a scrapbook page poking up from a mat or something like that as well. So they do have uses, so make sure you hang on to them. You need to use up your bling too. Well, I challenge you then, Rhonda, to put more on it. Put more on your cards. And then we've just got a purpley one inside with just a little leaf. So that's our card for today. Let me get this out of the way. Isn't that gorgeous? I love it. Love it. Good choice with the Get Well. That looks really good, Rhonda. Okay, so now I'm going to show you some extras. Because that's really what you come here for, right? But I want to quickly dive in to show you one more of the sets, the Latte Love. So I only got the stamp set because I'm actually not a coffee drinker at all. I used to own a coffee shop, but I love the smell of coffee. I just don't like to drink it. So as you know, I'm a tea drinker. So I thought this was still cute and I could still use it, but the die set with the coffee press and that sort of thing didn't appeal to me, so I didn't get it. But you've got a cute little photopolymer, so you can layer. I've got some extra bits in here. You can layer up all the little extra bits. And here is the paper. Now the paper I love. Isn't that cute? So you can cut all these out, and you'll see that in my samples here in a minute. You've got some coffee staining, got some coffee beans, some nice little subtles. So this is more in the subtle range that you love, Rhonda. And little cups that you can cut out as well, and little coffee beans if you really want to get fancy. And this one's got a bunch of coffee cups and spoons on it. This one's another sort of, you dripped your coffee on your card. Now this is a technique that we used to do, coffee staining, and then some stripes. And this one's just a fun pattern with a little bit of petal pink in there. So the colors you're going to get in this one are Calypso Coral. I love this one. Kind of making like coffee art. Early Espresso, Lemon Lolly, a Lost Lagoon, a pumpkin pie, and petal pink. There's that Calypso coral beans. Isn't that fun? I just love it. It's such a fun paper set. So that's another one of the online exclusives. And then I just gotta find my cards here. Oh, and then there's some bling. They're the adhesive back swirled dots, and they do have swirl in them. There they are. Isn't that fun? And they are in pecan pie, so this brown, petal pink, and then white. And they've kind of got like a pecan pie swirl to them. Sorry, the camera's trying to pick up what I'm showing you. So that's the bling that comes in that set. So a couple cards that I created with that. It's just using the coffee beans from the stamp set and that little watermark sort of thing. And then I stamped the cup and that beautiful foam thing. Oh, and then the ribbon. The ribbon, I forgot about it. Whoops. I had to get this ribbon. It's so cute. So it's like the raffia sort of jute twine. It's called polka dotted trim. And it's great. You could cut it up. You could do all kinds of things. If you didn't like that, we used to have a ribbon that looked like just a nice jute. You can just turn it over and you can use it that way as well. So you've got kind of double use with that ribbon, which is smart, right? And then I've just got a couple of the little bling on there. So isn't that adorable? And then another one, I just whipped this one together, cut the cups out of the designer series paper, and then I've just taken the watermarked paper and that sort of coffee splatter and cut them out with my countryside corner dies, just one of the smaller layering parts. And then on the background, I've just stamped some of the coffee beans in Memento and colored them in with my pecan pie, crumb cake blend, and just sort of sponged a little bit of crumb cake in the background just to give it a little bit of dimension and depth, and then layered on those white, beautiful swirled dots and a little bit of the ribbon. And they're so cute. And you could put a little gift card inside if you wanted to. You can make this into a gift card holder even. Put a little coffee card and then invite a friend out for a date. Is that not cute? I love this set. Because of course it speaks to my tea tendencies. And then I've got a couple more for you. So this one's just using that beautiful piece that I said you could cut down to a 6x12 piece and use it as like a scrapbook page or just as your card fronts. And so that's literally all I've done. I've just taken a little section of it. I've embossed that background. So that's that beautiful zinnia embossing folder. And I've taken a beautiful little butterfly from the Perennial Lavender Sweet collection and then brought in some berry burst sequins. So that's from a different set in the annual catalog, just to kind of give a different color. And then just stamp my sentiment straight onto the paper and just created a little beautiful card. And then this one was fun. I don't know where I saw this idea, but I thought I can recreate that. So here. So I've just taken a bunch of little cutoffs, 1/2-inch cutoffs of cardstock from my scrap bin, and I've stamped the sentiment from the stamp set, sending flowers and thinking of you, multiple times, embossed those, and then I just took the larger flower from the stamp set. You could also do it with that big bloom, but I liked this one. And I kind of just sort of twisted my stamp to where you can see this one came in from the side, and then stamped that in the background, and then just layered these right over. And it's a quick way to use up your strips of paper in the color. So I just grabbed the colors off the back of the designer series paper pack and kind of made a combination that looked good, and just stamping in black ink. This is very, very simple. The embossing, obviously, if you're not versed in embossing, that might be a little more difficult, but it just turned out beautiful. I think I recreated it. And you could easily add some bling, but if you want to leave it just plain, simple, and pretty, then you don't need to. And then one more and we'll wrap this show up because we're running over time today. Here's another one. I can't remember where I got this idea from someone and I didn't write it down. Sort of the layout. I changed the colors and changed the bling and stuff like that. But that's just simply coloring the flowers with the blends. So that's just petal pinks and soft sea foams. And then just using little bits of my paper. brought in that braided trim. Happy birthday is from Best Family Ever. And then those are the lemon lolly sequins from the set with a nice embossed layer on the back. So isn't that pretty? I love that pop of, I think it's real red, in behind that petal pink. And you'll notice the petal pink has little like small flowers on it, the designer series paper. So that's just simple using scraps. I had a bunch of scraps on my desk, I call it. It's cleaning up the scraps on my desk. So, and then I'll bring that back in because we did that technique. So that gives you lots of ideas, right? Tons of ideas. Let me kind of move that way so you can still see that. Of what to do with the Simply Zinnias and the Latte Love set from our online exclusives. So if you like the products or you want to check them out more in depth and all the other products that we have, you can go to my online store, shop with me, shannamiller.stampinup.net, and you can take a peek around and see what you like. And if you have any questions, I'm here to help you out. Thanks everybody for dropping in today. I appreciate you all. And I will be back next week with I'm not sure what yet. I don't even know where my book is to have a peek. But check back in tomorrow for the scrapbook page at 11 on my page. And then on Wednesday at 10 a.m. No, sorry, I posted 11. 11, there'll be some extra shares on my Facebook page and at 11:30 on Instagram. If you're over there, you can give me a follow. I'm carrottopscreativeco everywhere. And you can see some extra inspiration using these two sets. Probably the extras will be on the Zinnia set, and then we'll touch back into Latte Love at a later date, but I wanted to show it to you because I just could not decide today which one I wanted to use. So I used both. So thank you everyone. Have a wonderful day. I hope the weather improves if it's kind of nasty where you are, and I'm hoping the sunshine will come out here. I'm going to get busy making some more cards and create for next week. So I'll see you then. Check back into my pages during the week and comment, like, love, share, whatever you want to do. I appreciate everything that you do for my page, and we'll see you next week. Take care, everyone. Paper hugs. Bye-bye.